Whenever you're ready, go ahead, go on air. You're straddling the hose line. Go ahead and get down. Follow the hose on in.
Dr. Burton Clark from the National Fire Academy a few years ago had done a lot of research on Mayday calling and equated that to fighter pilots and how the macho stereotype of a firefighter matched that of a fighter pilot. Mayday is a universal term that means I need help. So we went through and surveyed our people to see when they would call a Mayday when put into the 4 Mayday parameters that were identified. We had some very surprising results, and we wanted to change some of the things that we found and get them to call sooner to give the rapid intervention team an opportunity to find them and help them and make the situation better.
You okay?
Mayday, mayday, mayday. This is Firefighter McDonald with the Mayday, engine 42.
Will he call Mayday early and the signs that he is in trouble and he can't fix the problem by themselves?
We got a RIT team started. Go ahead and try self-rescue if possible and activate your pass alarm.
That's part of doing it and having a drill where we put you into that situation, give you a little anxiety, and that way you will be able to take a deep breath, compose yourself, and be able to give the information that's needed to help find you and assist you out of the problem. We started using saran wrap press and seal to put over their mask so that they couldn't see where they were going, but they could see light, but they won't be able to distinguish objects. Very similar to what smoke would be. They were following a hose line. They went up a set of steps, fell through a simulated floor.
You okay?
I'm good.
Then after that, we hooked them with a wire that they couldn't get out of. After they called Mayday, we took that off. They continued following the hose line. We threw a piece of snow fencing over top of them
Ceiling collapse, Rob.
to simulate a ceiling collapse.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
And once they called Mayday, they moved into a room that we held the door closed they couldn't get out of to simulate being lost and not knowing where they are. It was invaluable for them because this is something they hope they never have to use, but if they ever did, we don't want that to be the first time they have to call a Mayday.
Mayday, mayday, mayday. Firefighter Simon, quick right there.
We had just a few years ago a tragedy in Shawnee. We had a very close call in our own department with a guy falling through the floor, but that was successful in removing him. And we had another incident in Consolidated that was not successful, of a firefighter falling through the floor. We need to learn from history so it doesn't repeat itself.
Oh, I thought it was great training. Just the repetition of going through all the different drills, coming across different reasons to perform the Mayday. Just gives us a little bit of experience to go off of if we do get in one of those kind of situations.
As soon as you got in there, you got to try to focus on which way you're headed, you know, what side of the building you're on, what floor you're on, and what's happening, and then trying to keep your composure when it does essentially go south and just go through that.
Hopefully that never happens in real life, but it was fun to do out here in the tower.